Hello again, everybody. I'm Evan Massoud. Welcome to the Fred TV Sports Report, coming to you from the Borden Light Marina in Pier 52, where recently the 15th annual charity poker run was held right here on Fall River's waterfront. Over 50 boats drove in from up and down the eastern coast for a day of fun on the water. Francis Marfiak of Avon, Connecticut was back with his boat, Yeah Baby, a 1999 Formula Fastech. He says this is one of the premier boat runs of the year. He participates in just two others, in fact, being in Maryland and Florida. Recognizing the impact that Make-A-Wish has on the community, Francis says this is a can't-miss event.
Mike's a great guy, and he puts this together, and he puts 110% effort into making this a phenomenal run. And all the proceeds go to Make-A-Wish, which really touches everybody that has a boat that's here for this run. That's one of the main reasons we come, is because it's such a beneficial event to children that are in need.
Michael Lund, the marina's owner, showed me the premier boat in this year's field, a 48-foot Cat worth a whopping $1.6 million. Weighing in under 10,000 pounds and sporting over 3,000 horsepower from its dual motors, it's one of the fastest boats that one can buy. That is, if you have $1.6 million in your back pocket. Mike has always been involved in performance boat racing, and he used to participate in the Narragansett Bay boat run. And when it stopped, he decided to take on this event, with Fall River being the start-finish line.
It started with a relatively small number of boats, and we did a lot of local charities and small money. And in the last 2 years, we've decided we went with a much more nationally recognized charity in Make-A-Wish, because now we're drawing people from all over the East Coast, and they know that the money is going to a wonderful cause. And it's increased the draw, it's increased the caliber of boat, and brought people to this area that never would have come. Every wish costs about $10,000, $12,000, so we're going to be in the position to really change the lives for 4 or 5 families who are dealing with much tougher stuff than any of us.
After taking off from Battleship Cove, the boaters head to Providence and Newport. Then after lunch, head to Warwick, Bristol, and then right back here to Fall River, where they play their poker hands. The winner takes home a $5,000 pot. Not bad. Back in 2019, Mike said that Make-A-Wish Massachusetts informed him that this fundraiser was the single largest donation of the year to that chapter, which is located in Boston. He said he's extremely proud that this year they broke their own record, raising nearly $45,000 in a one-day charity for Make-A-Wish. Mike wishes to extend his gratitude to all the boaters that came here to Fall River to support this very important event. All right. We're going to head down to Chew Park now for our game of the week. The Fribble playoffs are just around the corner, and the Dodgers, sitting in 4th place, are on the bubble trying to stay in the playoff race. Now, they'll face off against the Brewers in this week's action, and on the season series, they're 1-2 against the Brew Crew. However, one of those losses was a forfeit, so it's essentially a 1-1 series split to this point. Brewers working on the field pre-game, showing everyone why we call Chew Park the city's Dust Bowl. Carney Buff on the mound, nearly perfect through the first 2, and then get some help from the offense. Let's jump right in. Bottom 2, 1 run in, 1 down, bases juiced. Jeff Craven with the hard grounder to third. Zach Simeo with the 5-2 force at the plate. Zach Souza trying to turn 2, but a low throw, unable to be scooped at first, allows Xavier Dominguez to score the second run of the inning. Next batter up is Joe Charest. He's had a great season. Fights off the pitch and serves the bloop into right field. Neil Fisher in from third. Jeff Craven around from second. It's a 4 spot in the second for the Brewers. 4-zip the score. That would be more than enough for Boff, who was solid on the mound, but he wanted a few more. We'll jump to the third. 2 down, runner at second, and Boff at the dish. Drives it to the deepest part of the park, missing a home run by no more than 3 feet. He'll settle for the RBI double as Greg Nugent scores easily. 5-0 Brewers. Dodgers pitching struggled to finish the inning, walking home 3 more runs with 2 outs in that same inning. The Brewers solidify 3rd place with a Mercy Rule shortened victory, 11-1 the final in 7. We'll take a look at the playoff picture now. The good news for the Dodgers is that despite this loss, Granite City Electric also lost their last game, thus eliminating themselves from playoff contention. So the Dodgers do make the cut and will be the bottom seed. The brackets look like this. In the top half, the number 1 seed Braves will get home field advantage throughout the playoffs, facing the Dodgers in the semis. And then in the bottom half, the reigning champion Brewers will be the lower 3 seed against the number 2 seeded Twins, who get home field in just the semis. We've seen some great games between these two teams this summer. They will play Game 1 Wednesday night. And remember, Fred TV is your exclusive home for Fribble Baseball, so be sure to like and follow us on Facebook at Fred TV Sports. And once you've done that, head on over to our YouTube channel and click that subscribe button. All right, our last stop of the week is just a little bit further south from Chew Park, and that's at Henry Lord Community School, where the Fall River Falcons football teams are getting ready for another season of tackle football. After last year's season got canceled due to the COVID-19 pandemic, the flag football season this past spring was a big hit. And for many of the players, it was the first time on the field in over a year. This has provided coaches with a new challenge, reconditioning the players after such a long period of time off. As with anything, there's always a silver lining. Player safety is the number 1 priority at Falcons camp, and football commissioner David Paiva said that the time off allowed for more enhancements to be made.
We actually took a very hard look at kids' safeties, both not only with the COVID aspect, but the physical aspect as well. As you can see, numbers are pretty good this year. We've had quite a few of increased new athletes. And with that said, we've actually gone and had to purchase quite a few new helmets and pads. And we've also kind of revamped and overhauled our conditioning weeks, which we kind of brought back the back to basics conditioning of the football. We noticed that with our flag spring season, we had quite a few new athletes. So with that, we felt that it was very important that we kind of revamped our conditioning piece of it and kind of went back to basics on proper technique and tackling, specifically with the amount of new athletes that we have this year.
Leagues like American Youth Football can be so important in a young person's life, even if they don't become an NFL MVP. The players take with them core values like discipline and teamwork, but maybe even more importantly, lifelong friendships. Coach Solomon Reddick said that is what attracted him and his son to the Falcons.
Much better.
Dominic, you're rolling.
Hey, much better.
Good job on both of you.
I'm coming from Brockton. My son plays for 11U. He played for 7U in Brockton, and we moved to Fall River. We didn't know what to do, who to talk to. We really didn't know anybody out here, so he got involved with the football league. I mean, these kids knew they had friends before they even got to their schools, and this was the best way to transition from one city to the next by getting involved with something like this. Love it.
Falcons season is quickly approaching, so be sure to like and follow them on Facebook by searching their handle at fallriver.falcons for more information on upcoming games. We wish all the players and coaches the best of luck in their upcoming season. That's going to do it for this week's show. Hope you enjoyed all the content that we had. Next week, we're supposed to be at the Fall River Country Club for a free kids golf clinic for ages 6 to 14. However, Hurricane Henri may change those plans, so we'll keep our fingers crossed and hope to bring you more coverage from the Fall River Country Club next week. Until then, I'm Evan Massoud, wishing you a safe weekend. I'll see you next Friday.